Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Look at these beauties we have in today. So we have a couple in from House of Reflections, Madam Glam. I know, you knew I was gonna pick all the glitters. How could I not? But in all truth, I'm not gonna lie, with this collection, they actually have very similar colors of solid colors to them. So they have like a really dark blue they have a gorgeous, oh, they have like a maroon called Mary Berry. Ooh, that one's really pretty too. But I did do the glitter, so I just wanted to show you these beauties. We're gonna go ahead and swatch these today. Oh, look at my little hair. Let me see if I can get her down. But we will go ahead and swatch these, and then I want to do a little nail art, but I want to do very simple nail art just using sticker decals and kind of show you how you can elevate maybe a very loud polish, like a full glitter polish. So I'm going to do one of these full glitter all of our thing, and let's tone it down with nail stickers, and I'll show you how to tone down a full glitter nail and kind of just have a cool little effect to it. So that's what I decided to do today, or what we're going to do today. And then, oh my god, look at this one though. Tinsel. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What do you call it? This one is called Joy. Pretty tinsel. You'll get used to this all year round. Oh yeah. A good silver, just hollow glitter like that. Look at that. I know you've seen that. Next we have, again, a must-have, a beautiful gold inner light. Look at this one. OMG. Look at that. Oh, that's a must. Nice. It's very fine glitter, so this should lay very nicely. It shouldn't be chunky. You shouldn't have to file it. Nothing like that. This one is called Enhanced Blue. Well, are you not? Gorgeous. So pretty. Oh my. I think we're going to use this one today. Let's be a little off and just go with the blue instead of red. Let's do some blue Christmas. Maybe blue and white Christmas nails. Oh, Enchanted Blue. What did I say? Enhanced Blue, girl? Start reading. Enchanted Blue. That is so pretty. Should put my glasses on. No, I just don't even think I looked at that one. That's okay though. So we're going to go ahead and swatch these beauties one by one. I did go ahead and just put a small primer on my swatch stick, and I like to do that because I don't like to put a base coat on them, in all truth. So I just use a primer, and I just use this primer. It's just something I got off Ali. It works really good. Okay, so let's just do this one first. Again, this is called Inner Light. I did not label my swatch. I'll do it later. Ooh, that lays nice. And we have Tinsel. Oh yes. That is just outstanding. Okay. We will do 2 coats. Even glitters, I think actually most glitters, you should always do 2 coats. It always gets a little spotty, I find, of 1 coat with glitter. You'll always get its true essence with 2. But these do lay lovely. They're not really spotty at all, how most usually are. But I'll show you what I mean. So here with this, ideally, you're going to want more glitter in here, right? So that's why I always recommend doing 2 coats. But look how beautifully that lays. Oh my. That one was Enchanted Blue. Last but certainly not least, we have Joy. My bad. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and did 2 coats. I always recommend when you do your top coat in glitter, buy an extra top coat and just put a G on it. That's what I do for your glitter. If not, it's inevitable you're going to get glitter on your top coat. So I did just go ahead and do 2 coats. Little paper here. It's not just like the most beautiful colors in the whole world. I absolutely love them. 2 coats and then your top coat. Don't mind my bad swatching, but I could lie to you and tell you you only need to go get the silver and gold, like they're a must, but I'd be lying to you because this blue and that red, in my opinion, is a must in your collection as well. They're so pretty. But remember, you can actually get them in an 8-piece collection. There's 4 more to this whole collection, a set. We just have the 4 glitters to show you guys for today. So let's just jump in, and I thought we would do some nail art, and we're going to do it on myself. So I have a good old hand here. And yeah, I thought that that's it. We would just prep. I don't really show you guys how I go ahead and prep my nails or how I do anything like that to put gel X on. I usually just come in with them, so I thought I'd just do that with you guys today. And we're just going to do some short little guys. I have some short ovals that I thought we would do today for the shorties. I usually do long nails. Let's do some short ones. All right, jump right in. The nails, oh yeah, the nails I'm going to use today, so you guys do know, I just got them from AliExpress. This is a short oval. I just got it and I haven't labeled it yet. Unfortunately, it is a downfall. The boxes don't come labeled. I know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate that. They do have the numbers on the inside, which I do like. They don't run crazy big. The smalls, I've noticed. The smalls are a little smaller, but that is still too big for me. So a 1's too big for me. So, or sorry, a 0's too big for me. So usually I am, even here, that's too big for me. So usually I am a 2 or a 1. This thumb's a little bigger. So over here I'm a 1 and over here I'm a 2. So they do run kind of bigger, I think, than some brands. I don't have very large thumbs though, to be honest. I think pretty average. So that is the tip that I'm going to use today. I just have them already ready out here on a little thing that I got at a thrift store that I'm just using for a it's like a tray to hold my brushes. It works really well. It's metal, so you can just thing it off. So I already have my sizes ready. They were in order, but now they're not. Okay guys, so I have my nail tips already over here on the side, already sized up for me. I really do like the black boxes. Besides the stupid names not on them, you know I'm not a fan of that. But anyways, to me they're just kind of good. So those are the tips I'm going to use today. Now I haven't done anything to my nails yet, so I want to quickly go in and prep them. I want these nails to last me a week, so I'm going to show you how I do and prep my nails with the peel off base so they last until I take them off, but it's still very easy to get them off. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how to do that. Now what I like to do, instead if I don't want to bring out my dust collector just for a small clean up my cuticles, I just get a paper towel and I just get a little bit of water. I always have a little spray bottle of water in my studio, and I just get it damp, and honestly that's all you really need just to get in there and prep your nail. Thank you. And push back your cuticle. Now don't be too hard here, you don't need to be. Alright, just slightly trying to lift up any of that skin. And get those side walls too. Get them down there. Well, because you get that skin in there too, right? So it's just good to give them a little push. Right? Not too hard. You just want to push your skin back. It'll help loosen that up. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to get a cuticle bit. This is a Wilson cuticle bit. This is the one that we're going to use today. So it is clean, but I still like to give it a quick spray with alcohol. I have to do it with all my bits. It still sits there, right? But I know it's clean. I always disinfect before we go. So I do have it on, get it in forward. And I have mine on 6. So 6 RPMs. And this is just going to go expose our cuticle. Now I'm going to take my medium ball bit and I'm going to go in 6, same speed. And basically just do exactly the same thing. I just like the ball bit. The cuticle bit really goes in and under your cuticle or under your nail proximal fold and just gets all that dead cuticle. This helps like exfoliate your nail proximal fold, which is what we all call our cuticle, the skin. It's really not. Cuticle is just a dead skin. But the nail proximal fold here, our skin, our live skin up here, it kind of exfoliates that as well as our nail and just makes sure it lifts off everything. So I do like the ball bit for my prep as well as a cuticle bit. And you can use it again to exfoliate any hard skin that you might have. We're going to get our mandrel bit, sanding band, sorry. Sanding band guy on here. Again, I like to keep it, oh, that's a little high though, maybe. Keep this one at 4. I'm going to go a little lower because this is my natural nail, right? But I do want to rough up my natural nail just a smidge because I want this to last, but I also going to use a peel base because I hate soaking off my nails, so I want it to be easy to take off, right? So I kind of want it to do what it still does with peeling off for me, but I want it to do what it shouldn't do, is what stick. So this is how I get mine to do that for me. Again, we're on 4. This is a 180 bit. It is an older bit. I flip it around, so I'm just going to use that one. Or a band, sorry, not a bit. And I just go up and around. Make sure I get any of that dead cuticle skin, anything off. And then I go over my whole nail just a smidge. Be very gentle here. Just to take off any oils or anything like that. Just a little alcohol on a pad, or you get an alcohol pad. I really like the alcohol pads. But again, just a little quick. They're clean, but it's still sitting around the studio, right? Just a little thing there. So we're just gonna go make check. We're just gonna go check and make sure that we don't have any extra skin. Be careful when doing this. You don't want to cut yourself, but it does make for a better looking manicure. One last clean, and now this is the point where you're definitely going to know if you've cut yourself, because you're going to be like, ah. But I like to get in there, push back the cuticle with your brush, get all that dust out, because the next step is just priming and then going in with our base. We want pretty clean and dry nails, so I'm good with this. We're going to take this, and OMG with that glitter, that was bad of me. I felt so ill that night. I shouldn't even have went live. That's sickness, but I had so much fun. Who cares? It was fun. So what I use for my prep to get my nails to last, I like to go in with a prep. So I'm going to dehydrate my nail with, I personally like the Blur and Pretty system, so I just use that, the primer and the dehydrator. take the primer now. Now this, try not to get this on your skin. I really just want to get that on our nails only. Okay, so this is just going to is air dry. Now while this air dries though, because I like to kind of be ready, so I'm going to get this ready over here. My finger's sticky, hold on. Okay, so right here I have my nails on the hand rest I was using. Okay, so I was using that hand rest, but okay, so we have our nails, right? Ow. I'm going to flip them over. You have to prep underneath your Gel-X tip, because if not, it's just gel or it's just acrylic or whatever your tip is made out of. These tips are soft gel tips, that's what they say on them. Anyway, so we're going to put it over. Now, I personally do not have time to be buffing inside of these things. It just annoys my life, and it's hard to get in there. I personally like to chemically etch them, so I use a primer. I will link it. I get it off Ali, but you could probably use any other type of primer. Could you use the Born Pretty primer? Probably. You probably could. In all truth, you really probably could. But this is the one I've been liking. So I just go inside of the well. I'm gonna etch these ones pretty down though, because they are shorties. You just chill there for a moment, please and thank you. Now, so what I'm gonna do is base coat my nails. So I just like the IBD base coat. It's again the one I feel has worked for me in changing up my nails, but I also like to wear my nails, so change them like about every week or so, or yeah, but I still like to make sure I like to wear them for a week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a thin layer. Now this is not thick at all. I think this is key here to get them to last, but you want a good even thin layer. It's very important to get an even thin layer, because if you have your own nail exposed, the glue is going to go right through it and then defeat the purpose. So thin. Okay, cure that. I like to do my thumb separate, just a personal preference. Then I move on to the rest of my fingers. I like to use the Born Pretty 6-in-1 glue. I find, again, it works good with the IBD. So, I don't know, I just like to use the two together. It works great, and I like the Born Pretty system. So, it's just convenient for me to buy it all in one place, in all truth. But I just find it works for the glue for the tips. So, I did want to show how I do my tips also, because I don't show that often. Looks like I need a new one. This one's getting low. Okay, let's get our thumb. I find the short ones a lot harder to do in my personal opinion. I really hope that's enough glue. The thumb's really hard for me to show you guys, but I don't think it's enough glue. For this, for shorter nails, oh, for some reason I just rather a smidge more. Okay, so there we go. We have a little product. Ooh, not too much now. And you'll see why here in a second. And they're harder to hold. Get our light on. Get us lined up. So I find I almost have to hold it like this. It's weird with those short ones. Sorry guys. Yeah, that was quite a bit of glue. So clean that up a little. Holy. A lot, clean it up. Fingers and move it over. Okay. That might be the worst example ever. Ooh, I'm not good with short nails. I don't do short nails often, especially Gel-X, so this is way different for me. So this is a learning one for me, and that was the messiest Gel-X I've ever done in my life. But it's okay. We're gonna clean it up. It happens to the best of us. I don't recommend it. It's not good to get all that on your skin. But let's keep it real. It happens. It happens all the time. So let's get in there and clean it up. We have a huge air pocket, but because these are just for like work, well, actually I would like it to last a week. I still have that method, I guess. At least last me till Monday. Christmas. These are my Christmas nails, so. I'm just going to put that in the lamp so that way that one can get a little bit more secured. We know there's a bubble. There's a bubble in this one too. I'm not going to lie to you. That was very hard, these short ones. But I'm going to do it with you. We're going to learn it together. Let me cure this one. We'll come back and we will do the rest of them. Okay, so now that that's cured, pretty fully cured, I recommend now, before we do anything else, get in there with your alcohol wipe and make sure you get all that, any uncured gel, and it's only going to be uncured, the inhibition layer. So get it all off your skin. And then we'll clean up the edges, and at least that way we'll run less risk of getting anything, right? Any allergic reactions, because we did get it on our skin. Okay, that's pretty clean. We do have quite a bit of glue. No, actually we don't have glue under there. Cleaned up. We're good. Okay. We're in business. All right, so we're nice and clean. Let's just go ahead and we'll do these four now. That's disgusting. Okay, so I use metal files. It's been a little bit. So how I like to get them off is get an old something. Okay, pair of nippers, and then you gotta peel it off. They always, I find mine stay sticky. Some they don't have, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do though. I'm going to keep it real. And then I buy the box. Peel it off. Put it back on. Gonna do with two. Now these are very sharp. Get an old file, and you still want to season it all the way around both sides. Okay. Then a brand new file is ready to go. Give her a little, I like to give it a little spray. I don't know if it does anything to them, but so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this all kind of tidied up. Okay, now I'm going to take a medium barrel bit, and I'm just going to smooth out my extension kind of seam. Oops. And we're just going to keep that on 4. This is the McCart cordless drill. I personally like Melody Susie drills, but I really like this McCart one. It's just a cordless one. So yeah, it looks good. Not bad. But I do want to try out the Melody Susie new one they have, the cordless with adjustable time. Or adjustable speed, sorry. Not about the drill. So we're just going to go ahead and smooth this out. Now, I find when it's important when you're doing this, do not tilt your drill, oh goodness, don't tilt your drill down too much. You want to have your drill pretty even. Once you start tilting down, you're going to dig into your natural nail, so you don't want that. So it's really important that your shape or your angle of your drill. Trying to keep it kind of straight, not tilting it too much down. Okay, perfect. So now we've cleaned up around our cuticle. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dust just to make sure that we're good. Okay, so I think we're pretty good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly and buff. This one I do buff. I buff the top of these. Personally don't think you should chemically etch this part. This part is good to just to get everything nice and smooth, because from here is our base and then our art. Or our gel polish, or color, I should say. Okay, so now I'm comfortable with that. I think my nails look nice. They're all blended. Now from here, I recommend going to wash your hands thoroughly. That's my personal opinion. I think it's best to get all of that dust off. and then go in, make sure your hands are dry. Go in with your base coat after that, and then we can go in with our nail art. So I'm just gonna go wash my hands, and then we'll come back in base and color up these puppies, shall we? Okay guys, so I do want to say I've noticed, do you see how my finger, it's turned white? I don't know if that's the glue. So I did this last night and I woke up and I wanted to finish the design in the morning before I went to work. And I did notice as I'm actually editing this, do you see the nails? I don't know if the Born Pretty glue actually turned a different color. I've never noticed that because I always directly go in with my nail art, usually right away. So seeing this like few hours later of how it turned color is mind-boggling me right now in this edit. So I'm definitely going to be doing some testing on that glue, just so you guys know. I want to cry. It broke. Do you see? Usually they can just pop off, but this one actually probably fell. I don't even know how that happened. But a little nail glue will fix that bad boy right up. We'll fix her later, don't worry. If that does happen to you, sometimes they fall on the ground. I drop mine all the time. And it can snap the tops off, and that's what happened with this one. Honestly, use a little quick dry nail glue. Pop her back on, you're good to go. Don't even stress it. But for now, we're just going to use it without the lid so I can paint my nail. We're going to paint all 5 of our nails this gorgeous color. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Pull your skin back when you have a chance. Let your polish up. And low. Beautiful. If you think you got any on there, grab your brush. Just gonna use this little guy. Not a fan of. So there we go. Pop that in the light. Get your full 60, and then we'll go ahead quickly and do the rest of our nails all with the same blue, and then we're going to go ahead and add our art on top of that. Okay, so as my hand is in there drying, I'm just going to take a little bit of nail glue, just regular nail glue. You probably could use gel glue for this. No, a couple dots. That's all you really need. So you just kind of like turn it to where it broke. Okay, yeah. It'll sit its flattest. So try to find where it broke. So just turn your cap until it sits its flattest. And now leave it alone. Don't touch it. Let it dry, and it'll just dry perfectly fine, and then you have your cap back on. No biggie. Honestly, I drop mine all the time. It happens. It's okay. We can fix them. Okay, guys, so we've gone in and we painted everything. Look what I did, though. By golly, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna fix that, though. Remember, we can cut it. I know it sounds bad, but we can. And kind of slice it a little so it'll just take the polish, and then we'll clean up our cuticle. But what I'm going to want to do, because I want to actually put the sticker decals on top of this, so I'm going to need to buff these out a little bit. Now I went over with a medium top coat, and that was intentional, knowing that I'm going to buff these out. So I don't want to go too deep to where I'm going to be touching the glitter, but I want to rough them up enough so my sticker decals will stick to them. They don't like glossy top coat, and we're going to have to seal them. So top coat on top coat, never a good thing. So I recommend keeping that old buffer. Sometimes an old buffer comes in handy because we don't want a very strong grit. So I recommend using an older buffer. So I'm just going to use my older buffer here, and I'm literally just going to go over them slightly just to get the shiny coat off. But I'm going to do it over here on the side so I don't mess up my little background. Okay, so I've gone in and just buffed. Basically, all I did is just take off the shine. And the reason I rather go in with a top coat over top of especially glitter before I add decals, and not just put my decals over the sticky layer of your glitter, which is an option. I just personally, with glitter, you don't know how smooth it's going to be. So I feel like your top coat is just going to ensure that you get the smoothest surface, because you can just buff it out and make sure that it's just smooth. So that's what I prefer to do. So that's what I did with this. And now we're all nice and clean. Go in with alcohol. Make sure you got any of the dust off of your nail. Very, very crucial before we put down our decals. We do not want any dust getting trapped under our sticker decals. And then the sticker decals that I think I'm just going to go for today are just white ones. I'm loving these. So you can see them a little bit better. Here we go. Like, they're just so pretty. So we're gonna pick from these ones, is where I thought we'd go today. Right? I think the white on top of the blue is gonna tone down the glitter for one, but also just give it such, I don't know, just such a vibe, I feel. That's where my head was going with that. So we're gonna use those ones today. We're just gonna kind of pick through and start laying them down. And we're gonna wanna get, for me, in my personal opinion, I like to get a whatchamacallit tool. What are they called? A silicone tool. That will help really smooth out your decals, because these are raised as well. So they're a little bit more difficult, in my opinion, to work with. So let's just jump into that. So here we're just going to go in and grab our stickers. I find tweezers work the best to get there and get under them. Now, stickers, I personally find they can look like stickers on your nails, or they can look like you hand painted them. The difference is not seeing the sticker part. So I feel it is so crucial to rub the bejesus out of that sticker, especially these like raised ones, whether they're 3D, 5D. You really want to get in there, and that's why I like the silicone tool. If you get the edge of it, you can get in between all of those nooks and crannies, and you almost want that sticker to look transparent. Like, you don't want to see the outline of the sticker. I know it's going to be a little glossed because our nails are like a little matte right now, but once you kind of don't see the transition between those two, then you know your sticker is completely laid down flat. And that is really the difference of it looking like a sticker with it having bubbles and you seeing the seams, or it just looking like you hand painted it because you don't see the seams, and it makes the eye guess. And that's where we want to go. We want that eye to guess, right? We know we use stickers. We're not trying to pass it as hand painting, but if we can make it look flawless, why would we not want to do that, right? So I also like to do with like these style of stickers, I'm going for like a Christmas winter wonderland theme type of vibe. So I just wanted all Christmassy things. So I really want to fill in each nail into its like winter scene. So this one has its home. The sticker didn't fit the nail completely, so I added another tree to it, and all it will do is just enhance it and kind of make it look like one big thing. So I think that's the thing with stickers too. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers, to just use one piece of a sticker. I use just the little lines for snow. That works really well as well. So get in there with these style of stickers, put them up to your finger, kind of see where you want them, and then just go with it. I personally love them. You can have so much fun with them, but just be sure to really make sure it's laid flat, especially these style of stickers, 3Ds and that. So get your silicone tool, get your finger, just get in there and rub the bejesus out of it. And why do I never freaking pause that phone? I'm so sorry. So here, guys, I want to show you that this little icicle drip or snow drip it does not fit my pinky nail. So I'm going to cut it to make it fit. So yes, you could draw in with white paint or anything like that, but I want to really show you of not using a lot of other products, just kind of using our stickers. So this is too small. I'm going to cut it right down the middle, and from there I'm going to place on each side of my nail. And then from that, I'm going to know exactly how much space I need to fill in. And I'm just going to grab a separate sticker decal, the same style, and cut a piece of the drip from it and place it into this strip and make it all into one to fit my nail. I feel that you can make your stickers fit your own nail. They don't always. Sometimes they come too small, in my personal opinion. A lot of the full covers just seem too small. Like they're only for pinkies. But this one, I feel what you could do is you can cut them and kind of make them into your own custom vibe, especially these raised ones. So I'm just going to show you how I did that for this little nail. And now that we have our sticker all pieced together, I'm just going to get a little bit of white polish or paint, and you just want to go over your seam lines just a smidge, and once you do that, you're never going to be able to tell that this technically was 2 stickers into 1. I know you could paint these lines down, but they're not easy for everyone, so this is another option. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and done all of our stickers. Now this to me personally is a crucial point because we've used our hands a lot to make sure we got these down. At least I use my fingers a lot as well as a silicone tool, so I want to make sure that I go ahead and get all of my oils off of my nail basically before I put a top coat on it. So I just get a little bit of alcohol on a pad, gently, took off a snowflake. And then just kind of like almost dab it. I don't want to rub it too much because these are raised, but I want to make sure I get my oil off there, because sometimes you can have a response with your top coat with the oils from your skin and your top coat just starts separated. We don't want that. So I'm just going to actually grab the Madame Glam wipe top coat. So you have to wipe this. It has an inhibition layer. But I like to do 2 thin layers for like raised stickers. I feel like I just get better coverage and it's not as bulky. Because I can really go in and take out top coat for the first layer and make that really thin. Okay, so that's our first layer of top coat, and now that has a sticky layer to it. So now I like to go in with the second layer. Now here, if you'd like, you can go in with your no wipe top coat, and then you won't have that problem. The reason I like to do it when I'm doing 2 top coats, or 2 layers of top coat, is because you can't, well you can, but I don't recommend it, putting a layer of a no wipe top coat. It has nothing to stick to if you cure that to go for a second layer. So you'd have to buff it or something, right? Now if you do a no wipe, or sorry, a wipe top coat, it has that inhibition layer that your gel is basically, your other gel will stick to that gel, so you don't have to buff. So it just saves you a step. And again, the reason I like going over these twice, they are raised. I just want to make sure that they're completely sealed and they last. And I just rather 2 thin than 1 thick. I find you get better coverage. All right, look at them. So again, they're gonna be textured. They're still textured, but we have gone and made them kind of as smooth as we're going to be. These ones are a little bit more, they're very raised, right? This one is too, just the way that it is. Now these ones, so I filed these down. Now I kind of want to show you what I mean. And now these I didn't go as thick. You can tell that these ones are not as thick. So what I did on this finger, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it there. Anywhere that it's really thick, I would recommend going over and buffing it. So I did a pretty good job on this hand actually, so I really don't need to go and buff it. I did a pretty decent job. This hand was a bit thicker, so we did go ahead and buff it, and then we went over again with a top coat. But you'll see that it's still raised. There is raised pieces for sure. So to finish off our look here, we're going to just take Madame Glam Elixir, some nice good old cuticle oil. Poor nails have been into it today, so we're just going to take some, both hands, I see you fuzzy, and really get in there, get all underneath your fingers. I like to really get in my hands, and then I'm going to go quickly wash my hands, and you'll just see how beautiful they will look. The hands are all nice and cleaned and washed, and of course we still got a glitter. So there we are. How do you like them? I think they turned out super cute. A Christmas wonderland kind of just on my hands. That's what I feel it looks like. You can get this little finger over. I think they're so cute. Again, the stuff that you can do with sticker decals, and none of this is hand painted. We didn't even bring out any paint. Oh, maybe to blend that in a little, just a smidge, right? Beautiful. Thank you so much, Madame Glam. Look at that blue. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. I love these. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. See you guys in the next one. Bye guys.